Good morning. This session focuses on the District Committee on Ordained Ministry and the candidacy process. Boards and district committees will work closely together as candidates move through the process towards ordained or licensed ministry, and local pastors receive approval for licensing and annual renewal as they continue in effective ministry. My name is Meg Lassiat, and I am the Director of Candidacy, Mentoring, and Conference Relations at the General Board of Higher Education and Ministry. I work with district committees and boards as they assess candidates for ministry and in their support of clergy in the annual conference through different status and relationship changes. Throughout today's presentation, I will refer to paragraph numbers from the 2012 Book of Discipline. You can download a draft of the new discipline as it relates to Board of Ordained Ministry and District Committee on Ordained Ministry work at gbhem.org/DOM. Look under the top green bar for the link to the document. In the 2012 discipline, the membership and responsibilities of the District Committee are described in paragraph 666. Each district in an annual conference shall have a district committee of ordained ministry to oversee the entry of candidates into licensed and ordained ministry and to recommend the annual approval of local pastors to receive a license for ministry. The dCOM is a subcommittee of the board and is amenable to the annual conference through the Board of Ordained Ministry. Boards are also required to have a representative from each district committee as a member of the board. Included in overseeing the candidacy process and supervising the ongoing ministry of local pastors are a variety of important responsibilities. The work of the district committee is critical in assessing candidates' demonstration of their call, their leadership skills, and their future potential for licensed or ordained ministry. The detailed responsibilities of the district committee are listed in paragraph 666, but I do want to highlight today the changes that have been made in how candidates may be assigned to candidacy mentors, as well as explain some of the reasons behind the recommendation for group candidacy mentoring. A new annual conference board officer called the Vocational Discernment Coordinator was added at General Conference. The Vocational Discernment Coordinator is responsible for working with boards, district committees, and district superintendents to coordinate the candidacy mentoring process. This person may be someone who is hired by your annual conference or may be someone who is already a member of your board. Their main responsibility is to work at the annual conference level to coordinate candidacy mentoring and make entry into the candidacy mentoring process accessible for candidates and consistent throughout the annual conference. The district committee chair and district superintendent will need to work closely with the vocational discernment coordinator as they assign candidates to a candidacy mentor or to a candidacy mentoring group if your annual conference has a program for group mentoring. An additional change to the candidacy process was the recommendation by the Study of Ministry Commission that annual conferences develop a program for group candidacy mentoring wherever possible. As the Study of Ministry Commission examined different ways to streamline the candidacy process, one of the challenges that continued to be raised was the need for gifted, well-trained mentors in working with candidates. Candidates reported feeling isolated from others and expressed a lot of frustration when they were assigned to mentors who either did not want to serve as a mentor or who weren't familiar with the current application process in the United Methodist Church. Additionally, some candidates reported a long wait time for a mentor to become available or lack of response from some district superintendents as the candidate tried to begin the candidacy process. Some of the reasons then for the recommendation that annual conferences develop candidacy mentoring groups were to increase the opportunity for cohort learning, to address the issue of annual conferences not being able to recruit and train enough gifted mentors, and to eliminate the wait that people were sometimes facing for entering into the candidacy system. Annual conference boards and district committees then are strongly encouraged to work with a vocational discernment coordinator to develop and implement a program for group candidacy mentoring. The vocational discernment coordinator can provide support and training for district committees, district superintendents, and boards of ordained ministry as they relate to new candidates. This person can also provide another avenue for candidates as they seek entry into the process. If your annual conference was unable to attend the training provided for group mentoring held at the beginning of August, please contact me and I will provide some resources for your use in the development of a group candidacy mentoring program. The membership requirements for the district committee are also outlined in paragraph 666 under subpoint 1. Legislation passed this year clarifying that part-time or full-time local pastors who have completed the course of study may serve on the district committee. Additionally, full-time local pastors who have completed course of study may serve on the board of ordained ministry. The requirements for entering candidacy haven't changed. However, the candidacy paragraph was rewritten to clarify that candidates are to write a statement of call and be interviewed by the district committee in light of Wesley's historic questions as listed in paragraph 310.1d. The candidacy paragraphs were also reorganized into a more chronological sequence so that the requirements for becoming certified, continuing in candidacy, and the 12-year time limit for certified candidacy are all found in paragraphs 310 through 314 of the 2012 discipline. When a person writes to the district superintendent to begin the candidacy process, the letter should include this information listed here. These are good starting points for beginning an introductory meeting or to begin an interview with a candidate. In addition to the completion and evaluation of background checks, psychological assessments, and the candidate's commitment to strive for the highest ideals of Christian life, the candidate must be interviewed by the district committee and receive a 3/4 approval on a written ballot in order to become a certified candidate. The discipline does require that this vote is on a written ballot, and as you will note, this is one of the highest thresholds for approval throughout the candidacy and ordination process. To continue in candidacy, candidates must receive an annual recommendation by their charge conference and an annual interview and approval by the district committee. The time limit to stay a certified candidate is still 12 years, as it was before General Conference. A person is a candidate until that person is appointed as a local pastor, their candidacy is denied, they withdraw for the process, or they are elected by the clergy session for provisional membership. Once a candidate is appointed a local pastor, that person's status changes to clergy and they are no longer counted as a candidate. When a district committee recommends a candidate for a provisional membership, that recommendation is also by a 3/4 written ballot, and then it requires a 2/3 majority approval for a recommendation to the clergy session by the Board of Ordained Ministry. We will talk in more detail about these requirements and the role of the candidacy registrar in relating to the district committees and in training candidacy mentors during the BOM quadrennial training event in Dallas this October. If you have additional questions, my contact information is here. Thank you for your work and your ministry on behalf of the United Methodist Church.